In the heart of a furious ocean, two giants begin a journey that will decide whether they find food.
The larger one leads, scarred by old journeys, yet still moving forward with the calm strength of an ancient survivor. Together, they hold their formation, not as hunters, but as travelers following the invisible roads of the sea. Every mark on the leader's back is a memory of storms survived and distances crossed. From above, their journey appears impossible, yet the current itself seems to carve a narrow road towards survival.
In this broken water, even feeding becomes difficult, and the reason for their migration becomes clear.
Below the storm, the sea becomes a dark desert, and the giants must choose movement over hunger.
If they want to survive, they must leave the storm behind and follow the faint promise of calmer waters. The storm begins to fall behind them, but the greatest danger is not the water's fury. For creatures that feed on what the current carries, emptiness can be as dangerous as any predator.
These giants do not hunt with violence. They survive by trusting the current, and now the current has almost nothing left to give. The leader senses what the eye cannot see. A colder path, a deeper road, and perhaps a...
There are no roads in the open sea, but every canyon.
The companion stays close, reading the leader's movement, trusting the rhythm of a journey older than memory.
The smallest creatures often sense change first, and when they move, the giants of the ocean may soon follow.
Ahead, the ocean opens like a gate, and beyond it may lie the current they have been searching for.
The deeper they go, the more the world above disappears, and the more the ocean begins to speak through currents, light, and silence. Behind them lies a hungry sea. Ahead lies a path of gold, and
In the deep, light does not always come from the sun. Sometimes it rises from life itself. Here, far below the storm, the ocean becomes ancient, silent, and colder than memory.
in this hidden world, even the smallest creature carries the intelligence to survive darkness. They do not come as hunters. They pass like shadows of the ancient sea, following particles too small for the eye to count. Between feeding grounds, the ocean can feel endless, a blue desert where every grain remembers the movement of water. Fragile bodies drift through the darkness, turning the deep into a living constellation. The deeper path is not empty. It is a boundary between known water and a darkness few creatures ever cross. The leader rises from the darkness, not with speed, but with certainty, carrying the journey forward. Ahead, the water changes. A clearer current begins to carry signs of life. When light gathers in motion, the deep no longer feels empty. It begins to feel alive. Even where sunlight nearly disappears, life still finds a way to bloom. The same current that guides giants also feeds creatures small enough to vanish in a single beam of light. On the floor of the sea, survival is often quiet, patient, and measured in movements almost too small to notice. The deep ocean is not empty. It only hides its wonders from those who do not stay long enough to see them. Far from the storm, the ocean reveals another face, not empty, not silent, but alive with color. The giants pass through this fragile city without disturbing it, a reminder that size does not always mean violence.
Even here, in the cold blue world below, life builds forests from patience, stone, and current.
Some survive by crossing entire oceans. Others survive by holding firmly to a single branch.
In the deep, beauty often moves without hurry, fragile, luminous, and strangely brave.
At this scale, the ocean is not a vast emptiness. It is a maze of stone, scent, and microscopic signals.
The current is changing. For the first time, the water carries more than memory. When the small fish turn together, the ocean seems to breathe in one enormous motion. Ahead, a new current appears, warmer in color, richer in life, and impossible for the giants to ignore.
To human eyes, it is only dust in the water. To the ocean, it is the beginning of everything.
Every branch of coral, every drifting fish, and every glowing particle points toward the same direction.
The giants feel it now, not with thought, but with instinct. The water ahead is alive.
After darkness, after hunger, after the storm, hope finally begins to take shape in the water.
What began as an escape from a hungry sea has become an arrival, not just for two giants.
Here, the journey finally answers them. The water is full again.
Before they reach calm water, the giants must cross the final gate, a river of gold moving with...
The leader does not fight the current. It reads it, leans into it, and turns pressure into motion.
Where the canyon narrows, the sea gathers its strength and turns a path of hope into a test of endurance. For a moment, the current takes hold of the companion, but loyalty pulls it back into the shadow of the leader.
It is not only the giants that migrate. The whole ocean is moving, from the smallest fish to the largest shadow in the current.
Seen from above, the struggle becomes a pattern. Two giants following a golden spiral toward calmer water.
At last, the current gives back, not in a single feast, but in a river of tiny lives.
This glowing dust is more than beauty. It is food, energy, and the hidden engine of the deep sea.
The fury begins to loosen. The canyon releases them, and the water ahead opens like a promise. They have crossed the last threshold, and for the first time, the sea does not push them back. Beyond the canyon lies a different ocean, calmer, clearer, and filled with the quiet architecture of life.
Above, the ocean has gone still. Below, that stillness becomes shelter. Here, the journey finally answers them. The water is full again.
The companion, once pushed by hunger and current, now moves in calm water rich enough to sustain life.
What began as an escape from a hungry sea has become an arrival, not just for two giants. In the calm after the journey, the deep ocean no longer feels like a place of hunger. It becomes a place where life gathers again.
The giants are not invaders here. They are travelers, moving through a living world that has welcomed the current back. Every golden particle is a promise. Every drifting cloud of plankton is proof that the ocean still knows how to begin again.
Every migration changes more than the travelers. It connects distant waters, carries life forward.
The scars remain, but they are no longer signs of struggle alone. In this light, they become proof of arrival. Their destination has become another beginning. The sea is calm now, but the journey of giants never truly ends. In the endless blue, peace is not the absence of storms. Peace is the place where life finds a way to continue.